What is going on, everybody, and welcome to Yays and Nays, or Wrestling Opinion, or whatever the hell you'd like to call it. So today we're looking at the Yays and Nays from WWE Raw, so let's hit it. So, the first match we had, I'm trying to do this really quickly, was John Cena versus Jason Jordan. I thought it was okay, and okay is okay in this. Jason Jordan, they sort of made Jason Jordan look good because John Cena looks good, and when Jason Jordan does good against John Cena, it's all good and stuff. So, in all honesty, I'm going to give it 0.5 of yay. Now, after that, Roman Reigns came out, and he's like, John Cena and Roman Reigns had another verbal fight on each other, and Roman just said, "You're a fake-ass bitch again," and John Cena rambled, and it was all good, and like basically killed Roman, and Roman just came back with shots and stuff, and it was all good verbal thing, so I'm gonna give that a yay. Next we had Heath, Slater, and Rhino versus Sheamus and Cesaro. The match in itself was going to get an A. It was just short, sharp, and quick, and we already knew who was going to win. There was a bit of a standoff at the end, and the tensions were high. But if I'm going for the match, it probably gets an A. And the tension thing between Sheamus and Cesaro and Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, I'm going to give it 0.5 of yay, because also Dean Ambrose is getting back to that funny character that everyone loves. Next we had the Intercontinental Championship match between Jeff Hardy versus The Miz, and what a match this was. This one's getting a yay. Like, Jeff Hardy, man, he was so good tonight. Everything that he did off the ropes to The Miz was amazing. It was top notch. The Miz played his part as well. The Miz to Raj tried to be a distraction and didn't work. And then Matt Hardy tried to hit a twist of fate, and it didn't. And the refs saw him, and they got all three out. So it was just left to Maurice hit a distraction. She basically got The Miz out of the way while Jeff Hardy was going to do one of his finishing moves, and then The Miz hit the skull-crushing finale while Jeff was going for a twist of fate. So that gets a yay. It was all fun and games, and Miz is still the Intercontinental Championship. Next we had the Cruiserweight six-man tag team match, and it was okay. It wasn't the best, but I feel like they're trying to now build a good storyline with Enzo Amore. They've given him a lot of wins, and they've made him cheat a lot. I don't know. For the reason that they've chucked the Cruiserweights again in a six-man tag team match, I'm probably going to give that an A, because again, they're just chucking them all in and here you go, have your stuff. I mean, it was fast-paced and all that stuff. For Enzo Amore winning by cheating, though, which I think something could be happening, I'm going to give it a 0.5 EA. Maybe they can build something from there. You never know. They could stuff it up again. Next we had Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt and all this. Who gives a shit? It gets an A. No one cares. We don't even have to talk about it. Next we had Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss versus Emma and Nia Jax. And if Emma and Nia Jax were to win the match at No Mercy, would become a fatal four-way, and they did in fact win the match. So I'm actually going to give this one surprisingly a yay. It was really good to see. They all just went out, and it was weird. Sort of Sasha and Alexa going at it together was sort of weird. But Emma stole the pinfall from Nia Jax. Nia Jax still destroyed her, but Emma, I don't know, maybe something's going on. It was an okay match, so I'm going to give it a yay. And now we have a fatal four-way No Mercy for the Women's Championship. I'm also going to give a yay to the backstage segment with Alexa Bliss and what's her name, Sasha Banks, because Sasha Banks just got in her face and like, "Do you want to talk to me?" And it was just like, she wants the Women's Championship back, and she got real up in Alexa's face, in that rude character way. So that gets a yay, but a nay comes from the backstage segment with Nia Jax and Emma. Is what I was going to say before that. Next we had the match between Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins versus Luke Gallows and Karl Anderson. I thought it was okay match. It's probably going to get 0.5 yay again. Dean Ambrose was good. Seth Rollins was just amazing as always. You had Cesaro and Sheamus watching from the side. Dean Ambrose and Seth won, and then like Sheamus and Cesaro tried to hit a distraction, but it didn't work. And for Dean Ambrose and Seth to still win while there's a distraction going on, I think that makes them look really strong heading into No Mercy against Sheamus and Cesaro, who did get beat up by Luke Gallows and Karl, and that's probably going to get an A because there was a whole lot of boring. No, I'm not. Actually, never mind. I'm not going to give it anything. It was just a segment. They just stared each other down. The tension builds again. Whoa, I already gave a yay to that. Okay. And last and not least, well, actually, it is. We had the steel cage match between Big Show and Braun Strowman, and damn, it was a great match to watch. Braun Strowman friggin' killed it. Big Show friggin' killed it. You had Big Show trying to climb out, didn't work. Braun trying to climb out, didn't work. They both got like the ropes in the naughty spot. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, don't act like you don't. We had friggin' Big Show hit him with a knockout punch, didn't work. Big Show did a choke slam, didn't work. Braun Strowman just ramming into the Big Show, and it didn't work. Well, it did work, obviously. Braun Strowman finally hit a power slam, that did work. And then at the end, he started talking how he's going to smash Brock Lesnar, and it just builds up more and more gratefulness, and I want to see it, though. I'm just telling you, man, it's going to be one of the best matches of 2017. I did in that video that one of the best matches of 2017, and now I feel like the list is going to change now, dramatically. And then after the match, you know what he did? He friggin' power slammed Big Show so hard that the cage broke. The cage broke, Big Show just flew outside. It was all a bunch of good stuff. So thanks guys so much for watching another wrestling opinion. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll try to make it shorter this time. So hopefully we get a good show at No Mercy, and I'll see you guys in another video. Wrestle Word Bloop.